Hi, my name is Kerry Lamkin. I am a physical therapist that's been in practice for 34 years. I am the owner of Unlock Physical Therapy, both here in Lafayette, Louisiana and Abbeville, Louisiana. We are an outpatient orthopedic based practice. We primarily see the overhead athlete. We are the provider for Raging Cajun baseball, softball, and tennis teams, which is the local university here. As far as challenges that we were looking to solve when deciding to bring OmniWave in, the biggest one was patients that would plateau and you're just trying to get them over the hump. You're trying to get them to where they're ready for return to play, and they've kind of plateaued at that pain at maybe a level 1 or 2 of 10. And you've tried different modalities and we couldn't get them to over that hump to that success. And OmniWave has been a godsend, in my opinion. It is something that we can offer these patients, knock that pain to zero. They feel super confident. They get back on the field. They're ready for return to play training at that point because they're not worried about pain. It has been an awesome experience with OmniWave here at the clinic. In Abbeville, we have a little different patient population. We see some chronic back pain there, and it has also been extremely successful at getting rid of pain. Even on the first visit, they experience a large decrease in pain, which gives them confidence to come back into the clinic and continue treatments. The things that made OmniWave stand out to me when I was going through the process of picking a shockwave device, I would say number one was the no pain. We've had experiences with RPWs here. We've tried different modalities like that are too painful for the patient to tolerate. They do not want to do it again once they do that kind of treatment once. So when looking at shockwave, OmniWave has re-engineered the shockwave to allow the patient to get all the benefits with very minimal discomfort to no discomfort, which that was a big selling point for me. But after going through the process, I will say that the continued support from the staff at OmniWave has been the biggest, I would say, advantage and surprise because they stand behind the product. We have a great relationship with our rep, Logan. I can text him or he'll call me on a regular basis. We meet all the time and go over not only the clinical aspect of using OmniWave, but the business side also of getting it marketed and different things that people are doing around the country, different programs, such as the neuropathy program, which we're starting here at our clinic. He's been instrumental in really giving us the guidelines and the focus on that. Our experience with OmniWave's training and support system has been tremendous. We had all of our clinicians get trained in Florida, and that was a great experience. But really, it's the constant support via Zoom calls or video conferencing and their total availability via text or phone calls that has been the real blessing in this whole situation. I can't say it enough. These guys support you 100%. They don't just sell you a device, they sell you a whole program where if you have a question about the business side, if you have a question about the clinical side, they're on the phone and getting you answers very fast. It's been an amazing experience. What I like most about working with the device day to day, I would say, is the ease of use. Once you get used to how the device works and adjusting the saline to allow you to treat all different body parts at appropriate depths, I think that has been a great selling point for OmniWave, is just the adaptability to the patient. If I need to treat an elbow or a wrist, but on the next patient I'm treating a hamstring, I can change that depth and get the maximal clinical effect. So for me, that's been the greatest property of OmniWave. And then patients getting up and having an immediate effect. So especially like knee patients, they have tremendous outcomes immediately. So they get up and they can't believe it. And it really sells itself. For us, we're insurance based clinics. So cash based was kind of foreign to us here. So this is our first venture into the cash based world. And patients come in, they're insurance based patients, but when we do the demo on them, it sells itself. We don't have to sell it. They have a lot less pain. They feel great. They want that. Anybody wants to get out of pain. So that's a number one selling point. With fantastic enthusiasm. We all know as business owners, if a person has a bad experience, they're going to tell 7 people about that bad experience. And if somebody has a good experience, they tell 1 person. That's what the statistics tell us. Well, in this case, in the case of the OMNIWave, that is not the case. A person will have a great experience and they'll tell 7 of their friends, and they are all coming. So if you have one, say, person on a tennis team, a ladies' tennis team that had some pain, she came in, she got treated before, you have the whole tennis team in here getting treated for different ailments. So it's been fantastic. Word of mouth spreads like wildfire in this case of the OMNIWave because they're getting such great results. I would say our greatest patient success story with OMNIWave would have been one of the first guys to actually try it. He was getting a total knee on one side, and his other knee, he said, hurts just as much or more than the one he was getting a total knee on. So he came in, I said, let's try it. So we demoed the knee treatment, and we did it on the side that he wasn't getting a total on. He got up. He was like, man, it feels pretty good. He walked to his car, came running back in, and he was like, I don't have pain. He went to Costco right after that. He's walking around Costco. He calls the clinic back. He tells us, he's like, look, usually in Costco, I'm in the back of Costco leaning on my cart. I can't walk. He says, I'm walking pain-free right now on that knee, and I cannot believe it. He said, I'm in. I want all the treatments I can get. And he said, we'll try it on my knee that I'm having a total on also. So we did do that. He was going on vacation. So we went ahead and treated both knees. He was able to walk through the airport without pain. He said he had a great vacation. He came back. We did it one more time. He was like, my knee that I'm having the total on, I can still feel a little pain, but there's something different. On the right knee, he had no pain. So that was his last treatment before he had the total knee surgery scheduled. So we had to remeasure him, and he was down 2 centimeters in swelling on that knee, which is why he was feeling so much better on the knee that he was going to have the total. So I would say that has been our biggest success story. His goal now is to just stick with shockwave treatments on his other knee and avoid future total knee surgeries. How quickly did we begin to see a return on investment? That was immediate. Let's see, we did about 30,000 in revenue on our first month, and we've hit 70,000 in revenue in just over 3 months. So it has been a tremendous success for our clinic, and I highly recommend anyone who's on the fence, maybe thinking about adding it to your clinic. Definitely, you will not be sorry. They're going to support you 100%, and it spreads like wildfire. The word of mouth is incredible once people start getting treated and start experiencing these results. What has surprised us most about using OMNIWave and adding it to the clinic, I would say, is 2 things. One is the immediate results that the patients get, that they're so excited about their outcome, and they're so excited about having more treatments. I was worried, being that we're mostly primarily insurance based in our market, that people would not want to pay for the treatments since insurance doesn't cover it. And that was going to be our biggest barrier to entry. And that turns out to not be the case, because when a patient no longer has pain, they're willing to pay for anything that'll get rid of that pain. So we have not experienced those kind of problems that I was anticipating as a clinic owner. They come in, they get treated, we do a free demo, they love it. They're like, yeah, I want to buy a package. They buy the package, and then we treat them and they get great results. So it's been really, that's been the biggest one. I was very worried about if I could venture into this cash based world with success, and we absolutely have. I would highly recommend OmniWave to other providers. One, the support is tremendous from OmniWave. The staff there is totally committed to your success, and you will have weekly meetings, bi-weekly meetings, however many meetings you want to have with them. They're going to accommodate you in order to get you to the successful level that you want to be. To the results that you get with OmniWave speak for themselves. They sell themselves. They set your clinic apart. We have people that have tried Shockwave at other places that do not have OmniWave. They had a painful experience. They didn't want to continue it. We do the demo here. There's no pain, but they get all the benefits, all the good results. So it sells itself. And if you're on the fence, I highly recommend you do it. You will not be sorry. Your return on investment is incredible. And these guys are the best.